dropped one at Pitt, a non-conference match at Pitt on Friday. Here we go. West Virginia and Oklahoma at 125 pounds. Jet Strickenberger back on the mat here in Morgantown for the Mountaineers. And these two matched up at the Cliff Keen event in Las Vegas. Strickenberger beating Hendriksen 7-3. That was back in early December.
Strickenberger needs to match that level. We got that underhook to begin with, but then really stood up with it. Needs to be able to stay down. There, Conrad just naturally beating him on the level game there. Nice little pass by, no attempt.
Hendriksen with a huge win over Aiden Smith of Rutgers. And that was Oklahoma's biggest win of the season to date. They knocked off a ranked Rutgers team back in December. Strickenberger out in front quickly.
Beautiful elbow pass into an ankle pick there from Strickenberger. You saw Hendriksen working it a little bit with those elbow passes, the underhooks. Strickenberger circles out, ankle picks him, and gets the first takedown of the evening.
Strickenberger at work on top now after getting the first offensive points on his 27th takedown of the year.
Riding with the leg in there for a little bit, got the claw down onto a thigh pry. Not much of a mat return. Hendriksen working his way up, getting some separation, fighting hands, trying to turn in, but Strickenberger just suffocating there from the top position. Really nice tight waist as we're working on the edge of the mat.
Strickenberger pulled out of bounds there by Hendriksen. Will restart with 1:13 left in the period. And Strickenberger got the takedown, and he spent 50 seconds on top here.
Very committed with that ride, has a nice claw, really cranking that down, and at the same time he's hitting that really nice tight waist, has that deep all the way past the belly button. There's going to be a caution. Caution on Hendriksen.
Hendriksen lifted that left knee up off the mat prior to the official's whistle.
Possibly an early start, getting some boos from the crowd.
Stephen Mirasolo, our lead official today. Craig Blake is the secondary official.
Jet got right to that bulldog there, just really staying in control from the top position, has multiple rides, trying to sneak that other leg in. Hendricks trying to grab an ankle, but Jet continuing pressure.
Strickenberger, veteran wrestler for West Virginia, former junior college national champion. Hendriksen, a redshirt sophomore.
Can really see the keys to a good ride here on top from Strick. You know, Hendriksen's feet were up in the air, his hips down into the mat, and Jet's chest in the middle of his back, really just working to try and get something going. Hendriksen doing a good job staying tough, really just getting rode, not really allowing Jet to score any points out of it though necessarily.
Final seconds here in the first period. So Strickenberger got that takedown 58 seconds into the period. He spent the final 2:02 on top. And again, the Mountaineers dropping one at Pitt on Friday. And Jared, their lineup today a little bit different. They're without 3 starters today.
It is, and you know, it's a long season. We've been dealing with it off and on. And you see that with every team. That's a lot of tough competition. It was a big match on Friday, and you know, guys get banged up. That happens, but those lighter weights really did get things going in Pittsburgh in the fits, and it was really just Pitt strong at the upper weights. They have been for the last couple of seasons, and the Panthers were able to get it done in their home arena.
Strickenberger, Andrick, and Jordan Titus all won. Got West Virginia out to the quick start, but Titus not in the lineup today. There's the escape for Strickenberger, and that stretches the score to 4-0. The ride time point still in play here.
Jet wasted no time getting out there. Good movement from the bottom. Really just overall solid wrestling so far from the Mountaineer.
Strickenberger's won his last 2 matches, including the one over Pitt. Trying to get to the NCAAs for the 3rd time in his career. Midway point of the 2nd period here. The wrestlers up on their feet after Strickenberger's escape early in this period.
Jet's got that left hand on the elbow there. He's really been trying to, I think, keep him spacing his distance. He's been pushing on the head, going towards the shoulder, not necessarily letting Conrad really work that underhook in those positions. That's where the Sooner seems to be comfortable, and Jet just doing a good job not allowing him to wrestle his match. He's making him wrestle Jet's match. That was a beautiful elbow pass there by Conrad. Almost got into the leg. Strickenberger able to circle out.
Final 15 seconds here, period 2. A match that Strickenberger's been in control of, but just the one takedown so far.
Strickenberger tough with the club into the inside tie. He's limp arming out and still keeping his offense in. He's not getting caught up in those front headlocks, which is where Conrad wants him to be.
4-0 Strickenberger leading Hendriksen. Hendriksen there on the forearm, on that right forearm of Jet Strickenberger. It didn't really react much, but it looked like that might have been a little bit too close.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, sometimes you get in that position where you're running that crossface from the top position and the bottom wrestler doesn't give it to you, and you go across the nose. It does kind of slip into the mouth area. It gets a little bit dangerous, but no call from our officials on the mat. Nothing to see, but definitely something to keep an eye on here with Jet back in the top position.
Hendriksen starting from the bottom, looking to get on the board here. And again, the ride time point. Strickenberger in good shape there. And now Strickenberger trying to end this one here early in the 3rd.
Double boots in now. Out of the flurry, he was looking to work a little bit of a Jacobs hook there.
Went
kind of just taken back.
Yeah, went for the tilt. And now that ride time up, well up over 2 minutes.
West Virginia corner calling for a crossface because Hendriksen's doing a nice job working his pressure into Jet. He's going into that leg that he has the boot in on, reaching back for the ankle. You can see him turning in. He was reaching under to grab Jet's ankle a little bit earlier. Good return there from Jet as Hendriksen got back to his feet.
So the ride time point secure. Strickenberger up 4-0.
That was great bottom defense there by Conrad. Instead of going to the ankle and extending his arm through where Jet can attack it, he went to the knee and just simply raised it a little bit, got the separation, got his hips out, and escaped.
So Hendriksen on the board with the escape point. It's 4-1, and again, Strickenberger has that ride time point secure. So Hendriksen needs a lot of offense here in the final 30 seconds.
He's going to get to it rushing, but as soon as he goes in and Hendriksen gets that pressure in, Jet drops right to a shot and finishes it easy peasy.
Second takedown of the match for Strickenberger, who goes up 7-1. And he's going to let Hendriksen back up. 7-2 on the scoreboard. Jet trying to score again here in the final few seconds.
And this is what he wasn't able to do on Friday. Hopefully able to get to one early and close to that same position. Just close from getting bonus points. Unable to. Conrad stayed tough there in multiple positions and just made it tough for Jet to put multiple slews of points on the board there. String some stuff together.
An 8-2 win for Strickenberger. The second takedown, Jarrett.
Right here gets to that sweep, puts the leg in the middle, and as soon as he reaches over, he's covering both legs. Right to that claw again, in control for pretty much the majority of that match, other than the near reversal that was just an escape for Hendriksen. Very impressive start for the Mountaineers.